The name of the game is energy, babe. The name of the game is energy. So if they're giving that to you, ooh, baby, all you gotta learn to do is transmute that into your power. Literally, this is a fucking movie. This is a show. Hi, and tune in to the Milk It Station. It's the first episode with your host, Cheleche. Let's get into it. Today, I'm talking about your light and being humble, and how being humble isn't all what it's cracked up to be, and how shining your light bright is going to cause resistance, but the more you push against that resistance, the stronger and brighter you get. And it's really one of the cheat codes to life. So let's get into it. My channel is about leveling up, navigating life based on what I've learned in my life. First and foremost, I am a student to life, and then I'm a teacher. I feel like it is my responsibility, and I feel like I need to pass forward the things that I've learned in my life. Going from being the super humble, small girl who knew deep down she was a bright and shining star, but just felt like it was the right thing to do to dim myself and to make myself small because I was intelligent enough to recognize my light is making the people around me uncomfortable. I want them to feel good too. So if I make myself small, I'll give them a chance to feel good about themselves. What the f***? We're not doing that anymore. Thank God that version of myself has passed away. And if you're doing that, I give you so much love. But it's time to realize that your light and your power is meant to be seen, felt, and heard. First and foremost by you. And people will have different reactions to it, and that's okay. And we're going to get into that. So going from that to now an embodied version, a more embodied version of myself, an evolved version of myself, okay? Because we are Pokemons up in this. We go through different levels, and I want you to reach the highest level you can in this life. This is a video game, okay? We're going to navigate this the smartest way, the best way, so that we get to where we need to go in life, because I have big goals and dreams. I'm sure you do too. You want better for yourself, as do I. And these little things of navigating social interactions, navigating ourselves is part of the game. I grew up LDS. I grew up Mormon. In the Mormon church, it is a thing to be humble, okay? And I took everything so seriously. I took everything as gospel because, well, it was taught to me as gospel. I don't subscribe to that anymore. I don't subscribe to the religion, nor do I subscribe to that characteristic. I've always known I shine bright. And while I made myself small, maybe some people felt more comfortable to shine brighter, but at the end of the day, it made them more comfortable to walk around me, to walk all over me. When I knew damn well that's not what I wanted. That's not what I deserve. Being a victim and being a winner to life is straightforward a mental game. If you believe you're a victim, then you will be. If you believe you're a winner, then damn well you will be. I've taken the journey of life to build up an ego, to build up my confidence. And now I can confidently say, it's not that I'm egoic, I am just confident. And that triggers the out of people. And that happened quite recently and pretty frequently. I believe, and this is true to me. By the way, check out the Milk. Hey, Milk It Station. Tuning in to the Milk It Station. It's your girl Leche. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm just practicing. But that eats. By the way, it's the Milk It Station because my name is cheleche. Leche means milk in Spanish. I milk every viral moment I have because duh. Milk. Hey! As I was saying, I'm doing people the favor of witnessing me because sometimes people just don't know there's other ways to exist outside of the mold. If I trigger someone, I'm doing them a favor. If I'm making you uncomfortable, you're welcome because there's no growth in your comfort and there's no comfort in your growth. And if you want to grow, then you're welcome. I'm making you uncomfortable. I'm triggering something in you so you can look within. If they take the time to look within, that's not up to me, that's up to them. Look within and realize, why does that make me feel this way? Oh, it's because when I was younger, when I tried to do something like that, people made fun of me. So if I wasn't allowed to do it, nor can you. That's their own healing journey, and that's not my problem. I'm leveling up. I'm going to keep escalating, especially because I do and have always envisioned myself in the spotlight. Envision myself being famous, envision myself using my gifts and my talents and my voice okay, to help people, to help elevate the vibrations of this world, which is inevitable. And in turn, you guys will too. And you guys are going to make this world a better place. It starts somewhere. And it's a chain. It's a chain reaction. So it's got to start somewhere. So don't dim yourself for others' comfort. It's a facade. So let me tell you about Halloween. If you came from my last YouTube channel, hey, I'm so glad you're following me on my journey. Basically, I spoke about how I just started a 9-to-5. That was not part of the plan, but I'm grateful because I'm still juggling all the things that I need to do. My content, my TikTok, my YouTube, my podcast, my music, all the things, even though I have this 9-to-5. But I am still grateful for it because your girl needs to make that money. She do, and I am. Boom, period. But anyways, I started a 9-to-5, and they have work events. And, of course, they had a Halloween party. And I was excited for it. You know, I was like, yes, let's do it. I got dressed up. I dressed up as Daphne. Okay. There was, by the way, I talked about this on my TikTok, which is where people were saying, oh, you're so humble. Yeah. And that was sarcasm, clearly. But there was, like, a whole event of, like, judging the costumes. Most of the people that went were dressed in costumes, so the people to judge were less than the people that were up. There was about 10-ish people up. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it wasn't a grand number, but nor was it very small. Okay? Now, me being me, I show up and show out anywhere and everywhere I go because that's just my vibe. It makes me feel good and it's fun. And it's Halloween. Duh. Like, I'm going to get my content. Duh. So I do. And they were like, okay, well, we can't do a noise contest. How about we dance? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And everyone else was like, no, I don't want to dance. No. And I was like, how about we do a catwalk? And then the lady judging was like, yeah, let's do that, a catwalk. So I'm the one that suggested it. I was like, okay, period. And so they decided to make everyone go one by one and do a catwalk. Okay, I was last in line. Okay. And I show up and show out. Boom, video. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then, guess what? They didn't judge the walk. They skipped judging the walk. And they're like, you know what? Let's do dance now. I think before that, it was just like we go around and talk and say like, this is my outfit, blah, blah, blah. It was just 5 of us, I think. No, there must have been 6. Anyway, they broke it down to a few people. Then they did the dance. It was like everybody danced at the same time. Baby, I was front and center. I was dancing my little heart out, just having a little time, you know, trying to dance with someone else like that was also up there, just vibing. But clearly I was the one moving the most, doing the most, because I am the most. And when you are the most, it's obvious. And I'm not going to make myself small because nobody else is acting as big as me. I'm beyond that. Babe, I'm literally, if I know I'm going to be up there as in all my vision boards up here, like literally accomplishing all my goals and dreams. Babes, look. Like, I'm really not playing about what I want, where I'm headed, and you know what it takes to get to where you want to go and where you want to be? It's alignment. Yeah. It's aligning to that. So how would one act if they are on stage? How does one act if they already have all this money? How does one think? How does one behave? And that is a cheat code to living life, okay, in this video game. You just align to it. They choose 3 winners. The lady looked dead in my eye every time. She was drum rolling for one winner, the next winner, and the next winner. Why is she looking me dead in my eye? Because she's mad because I ate them all the fuck up. And guess what? They didn't choose me as a winner. I was like, okay. Me and my friend, she was like, oh, that's weird. That's not right. And I was like, yeah, jealousy's a disease. Get well soon. And then we went outside to do a TikTok. And then I asked her to record a TikTok for me. And then we went inside and I heard, oh, they're doing a raffle ticket for the last winner of the night. Okay. Guess what? It was my ticket. And guess what? Every other ticket, whenever they said, oh, I'm the winner, they just gave them the prize. But for me, they're like, oh, let's check that ticket. Oh, it is right. And then she went and said, oh, what did you get for your prize? Oh, what did you get for your prize? Oh, what did you get for your prize? Trying to leave me standing there. By the way, the claps, minimal. So I was like, whoa, 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 cheering for myself. You're not going to make me small. You're not going to push me down because I know that's what they want. whether it's subconscious or not. I feel like I can't even be mad at them because it's like that's what's destined for me in my life, in my story, in my past. Embedded in them and their subconscious to see someone as bright as me and create that resistance, because at the end of the day, they're helping me. At the end of the day, they're working for me. Do you see what I mean? Like that resistance, if there wasn't any resistance, maybe I wouldn't grow as much, because with resistance, you got to push against it and you grow stronger. It's like building weight, building muscles. If you didn't have any weight against that, I'm just doing the movements. But if I had weight on that and had resistance, then I'm building a muscle. And that's exactly what they're doing for me. So at the end of the day, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for it because it's working out for me. And they're just doing what they gotta do. They're getting triggered. Thank you. And you're welcome. And you're welcome. Because maybe this is an opportunity for you to look inward if you're ready for that. And if you're not, bye. Hey, I'm gonna keep climbing up. As soon as that happened, I walked away. She was, what did you get for your prize? When everybody already opened their prize in front of everyone. She was just avoiding giving me the prize. Anyway, I go and walk towards the prize and I was like, oh, is this my prize? The last one, the last prize, the biggest one. A gold big bag with pink tissue paper. If you know me, I'm a gold girly and I like pink. So that was literally perfection. Had my name written all over it. Thank you very much. Took my prize, walked the fuck on out of there. She said goodbye to my friend. I was like, bye, I'm leaving. She's like, you're leaving? I was like, yeah. Presence is not deserved here. Walked the fuck out of there with divine anger. I love it when I have that divine anger. I love it when I get angry because it fuels me. It fuels me so much. And that's when I made that TikTok that some of y'all might have seen, that some people got mad about, but I think a lot of people resonated with it. Divine anger. I'm a big fan. Big fan of that. Big fan. So yeah, let people feel uncomfortable in your presence. Instead of feeling bad about it, feel grateful for it. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the purpose. You're meant to disrupt. You're meant to be a trailblazer. You're meant to not fit in and be a little bit different. Okay? Otherwise, there would be no motion. Otherwise, you wouldn't stand out. And ultimately, I don't know about you, but I know about me. Babe, I'm a superstar. Of course I'm not going to fit in the night sky. Of course I'm going to shine very bright. And the people that resonate with that energy, hey, what is up? And if you want to get there, join the community, join the pod. It starts somewhere. And I'm more than willing to be the voice and the trailblazer to do it for other people to follow. More than willing, more than happy to do it. What's up? I'm here. I volunteer as tribute. I volunteer as tribute. I'm here. What is up? My voice is open, throat open. Let's get into it. Drinking that throat coat tea because I'm not playing. I'm proud of myself. Quite honestly, I'm very proud of myself. And it was very exciting. It's very exhilarating. And when I get angry like that, it makes me really happy because that's powerful energy. When you feel emotions like that, like negative emotions, people typically associate with negativity. Oh my God. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. And I transmute it and shift it into positivity, into my work, into content, into episodes like this. Things that will transmute and work for me in the long run, which is, I have a mind of a mastermind. You know what I mean? I'm genuinely really putting this out there. I want this to find my peeps. My peeps, where y'all at? Welcome, join in, tune in to the Milk It Station. Please and thank you, because we're not alone, okay? There's more of us out there. And we're doing these people a service of shining bright, okay? Thank them for it. Maybe not out loud if you want to, sure, yeah. But I send them thanks, gratitude, appreciate you, man. Because you're doing this work for me and we're doing this together. Even if on the surface level, because there's layers to everything, on the surface level it may look like they're your ops. Truly, they're not. They're working for you. So let them play their role. Maybe they're asleep. Cool. Let them be. You're giving them the opportunity to step outside of that because you're triggering them. Okay, and that's the first step. So it fills me up with good energy. It makes me feel good and happy. So yeah, and then the following night was Halloween night. And I went out and had a blast. There, I guess it was a place for people to feel a little bit better about people shining bright because it's a night out. Anyway, I had so many people come up to me about my costume that loved me, my vibe, my energy. It felt like I was famous because I am. And a few people recognize me from TikTok and follow me. So shout out to you guys. And thanks for coming to talk to me because that makes me feel so good and validated. And I love you. Thanks for tuning in to Cheleche and the Milk It Station, period. But I'm glad I'm finally here. I've been postponing my podcast because I wanted to make sure I pulled up with good energy and not out of being drained and depleted. But I feel good. And I just hopped off a live, which usually I'm left feeling drained. But instead, I left feeling like, let's hop on this podcast and get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. The last thing I want to say is it's the one you align with, the feeling that matters, that manifests. So you manifest your reality based on the feeling that you align with, based on the reality you align with. This reality is malleable. It is very malleable. It is up to you and your feelings where you align with. If you feel like, oh, this is happening against me, these people are my ops and my enemies, then guess what? That's the reality you're creating. But if you transform that into, these are my fans, these are the people giving me energy so that I can go up and up and up, because the name of the game is energy, babe. The name of the game is energy. So if they're giving that to you, ooh, baby, all you got to learn to do is transmute that shit into your power. Literally, this shit is a fucking movie. This is a show. There's this YouTuber I love. She says, this is your show, act like you know. And dead ass, this is our show. Tune into that and literally act like you know, because that's just the truth. That's just what it is. And what you subscribe to mentally is your truth. It is. And you create that. So you're more powerful than you think. Absolutely. So yes, I am confident, not egoic. I mean, people might perceive it one way or another. That's cool. That's fine. But I'm so proud of myself. I love myself so much. And little Chelsea would be in awe of me. Little leche, little milk. Little milk would be in awe and so happy for me. And you know what? I do this for her. I do this for me. And in hopes to share that with the world and help you guys do it too. Do it for you. Do it for little you. And guess what? You're helping more people along the way. The more that you shine bright, the more that you decide that you matter, because you do. Okay. I think we're going to end it here. Let me know what you think. Thank you for joining the podcast. Please subscribe. This channel is brand spanking new. I could have continued with the old channel. I'll probably still post videos on the other channel, but it'll be more like song cover vibes if I'm ever in that mood, or just things that aren't podcast style. But I'm gonna be on here more frequently. Like, this podcast is my vibe. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. This is number 1. Day oneers. If you made it this far into the episode, put a number 1 in the chat. Number one. Yeah. I love y'all so much. Follow me on my other platforms, TikTok, Instagram at che.leche. My other YouTube channel if y'all want. This YouTube channel, the main. This is the main. I love you. Take care and keep shining bright. Keep triggering these. I am the star in every room that I stand in. I am the standout. You just my stand-in. These bitches copy my homework. That's what they hand in. That's why I'm private like the airports I land in. Okay. And let me know if there's any questions or topics that you want me to touch on. I'll be more than happy to do that. But if not, I'm just going to keep tapping into what is prevalent in my life, because I believe that the people aligned with me will resonate with it at the right time. Because this is a path of faith and alignment with self and the universe, because we are just the universe personified. Okay, period. Okay, I sprinkled a lot of good little bits in this episode. Tune in to next episode. I love you. Hasta luego. Hasta la próxima. Adios. Bye-bye.